right, so I'm on the Ohio State campus with
Mason.
All right, Mason. So what do you think about graffiti?
I think under certain circumstances, it's cool, but when it's on other people's property, I don't think it's very cool.
So, like, do you see graffiti often when you're around campus?
Yeah, especially in these off-campus areas here on the other side of High Street, especially in these back alleys, a lot of graffiti.
Would you say it's added a positive impact to campus?
In certain aspects, I'd say, yeah. I haven't seen any like derogatory graffiti around campus, so from my experience, I'd say it's nice artwork. Yeah.
Could you give me some examples of some graffiti you've seen?
Yeah, a lot of on dumpsters in the alleyways. Just nothing like specific. Not a lot of I don't know, specific artwork. Just more colorful painting dumpsters, I guess you could say.
All right, thank you. All right, we're on the Ohio State campus today. Who am I here with?
Bobby right here. Bobby.
All right, Bobby. So what are your opinions on graffiti?
Graffiti, honestly, it's really cool, man. I mean, I haven't seen it too much, but when I do, I've been to a couple abandoned places around where I live, which is Cleveland. I'm really from Cleveland. It's cool stuff. I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
So, like, we're focusing on Columbus, but that's interesting that you said that. So you're from Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
And in abandoned places, you say you see it a lot?
Yeah. I mean, the best example I have, there's some abandoned observatory there. Graffiti on every wall.
Okay.
I mean, you couldn't.
So, like, abandoned places, people think it's creepy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you say that the graffiti adds to that, like, kind of scariness or something?
Oh, for sure. There's some weird stuff that you'll see on the wall, like that observatory. Like, there's some creepy stuff that you'll see.
So, like, can you name some of these things that you see, if that's okay with you?
I don't know if it'll be appropriate for a school project, but
We can cut it out.
you can cut it out. I mean, I'll keep it PG. I mean, I've seen some things that are just like come down here for a surprise.
Okay.
And it's like you probably don't know there's a surprise there, but you never know.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Thank you.
I will bleep you.
Yeah.
And I'll fuck you over.
Okay.
Call this number.
So, like, seeing these things, like, we've done, like, interviews before, like today, right? And people, like, say, graffiti is really positive. It's added a positive, like, impact on campus. And that's interesting that you said that, because that adds, like, a negative that graffiti can bring.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah, there's good and bad. I mean, that observatory, there were messages like that. I hope you can bleep that out. I don't want to hear anyone say that, but there's messages like that, and then there's some. This is kind of what I said at the beginning when I said it was really cool. There's some awesome artwork that people can do. So, I mean, obviously, there's good and bad to it. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you. And you're okay with us using this for our project? This was really interesting.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so we went to the Dave's Hot Chicken on High Street. Didn't really work out because, well, the manager was busy again. But we did find a new place called Birria Tacos. It's on High Street. It's really cool. I recommend everybody watching goes to check it out. And they also had a lot of great street art. And we were able to secure an interview with the manager where she explains all the art, answers a couple questions. So yeah. And I got one question for you. Have customers ever said anything about the graffiti, like positive or negative, that you can think of?
They've always said how detailed it is, how cool it is. It's like, 'cause it'll be anything and everything that you can think of, and I've never had any negativity on any of it. The bathrooms are different too, so they're more colorful. So this is more like a laid-back kind of vibe. But the bathrooms are really cool.
All right, who am I here with?
Karis.
Jade.
All right, so what are you guys' opinion on graffiti?
I'm for it. I think it's an art statement, and I love a conversation piece.
Yeah, I think people can be really creative with it, and it can look cool. So, I don't really have a problem with it.
So there are a lot of people who think graffiti is like vandalism, especially when it's on private property. What's your opinion on that?
I do think it is vandalism sometimes, but I don't know. If it's not anything that's hurting anybody, and it's not in super public, then it's fine.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I feel like obviously if it's like harming the other person or like it's on their private property and it's clear that they don't want it there, then I think that should be considered vandalism. But I mean, if it's on like a random like highway wall, I feel like that doesn't really matter.
So do you guys see graffiti often in on campus? And if so, like, would you say it's positive or negative?
I don't really see it on campus that much, unless it's like an actual art piece that's supposed to be there. So I don't see it in public that often, so I don't really think it's hurting anyone.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank you.
My name is Saket. Who am I here with today?
Brian.
Josh.
So what do you guys think about graffiti, like around campus and stuff?
It's not that bad actually, but I don't know. Nothing vulgar.
I think it could be kind of an eyesore, but if someone's good at it, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Have you guys ever participated in graffiti making or things like that?
No comment.
Can't say that I have.
Okay. So what do you think, like, the difference between like graffiti, like just random people like putting their tags and stuff on versus like people like who commission street art for their like restaurants and stuff? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I feel like over there's like a pretty cool thing on the wall that's definitely like artistic, but people just like writing their names, that's kind of like, it's kind of damaging to someone's property, and I don't know, an eyesore like he said.
I feel like you can kind of tell when people are actually like doing it to be artistic or just doing it to be like kind of annoying.
Do you know anyone who has graffiti and anything?
I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that question.
We can cut it out.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Any other questions? So, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Thank you.